I'm just a traveling man, you see. Wherever this road goes is where I will be. And now catch me a ride on a boat to Spain. Tell a woman that I love her and then forget her name. And I wish I could stay for midday coffee. And I just can't get this dreaming off me. If I could find me a place to rest my mind. But Mama always said you'll get there in good time. Well, there's some headlights burning down the highway, and I think that I may just hitch me a ride. 'Cause I'm a traveling man by trade, sir. We're all running from the things inside. There's a train heading west to South Toledo, and if the dogs don't sell me a sleep, I'll go. Dreaming as I'm steaming past miles of ground, through the souls and hymnals that built these towns. I won't stay too long, leave too soon. The best time for going is when the going scares you. There's some headlights burning down the highway.
Listen, I don't think I'm lying to you a bit when I tell you this is probably the finest truck that ever graced the gallows here at Hustle House Performance Automotive. The Keller's right, the wheels are right, the stance is right, straight six with a 4-speed on the floor. I'm in love, but guess what? It's not mine. I can't display my love the way I would really like to, if you know what I mean. I mean, just take a gawk at these NASCAR-inspired 60s, 70s slotted dirt track, circle track racing rims right here. I mean, when's the last time you've seen a set of them? Never. It's an F250, 61 like we said. Pretty good shape. I mean, much better than anything I've ever driven of my own. It's an 8-foot bed, step side. Haul all kinds of moonshine back in here. And the bed floor, well, looks like a high quality picnic table. Kind of makes you wonder, you know, the history of the vehicle, what all kind of cool stuff was hauled back here. Maybe a Camry, old Ford race engine, or might have pulled a dirt car. I mean, whoever had it obviously likes dirt cars with the wheels on it. It's hard to say, you know, how many movie picture shows were watched off of that tailgate right there. You know what I mean? When it comes to pulling vehicles or a race car, don't even need a trailer. You just park her right up on that ginormous back bumper right there, and she'll ride just fine. Got the old school chains back here beating around whenever you're going over the railroad tracks and whatnot. Just that sound brings back memories. Old school brake and turn signal only lights there. Don't need to see what's behind you. You got that big giant bumper. Who cares what's behind you? You're taking it out. This bed, I don't see any rust on it. This baby is probably from the southern states as far as I can tell. More of the same over here. Glass looks good. Doors open and shut like brand new. I mean, get Henry Ford on the phone. I want to congratulate him on such a marvelous display of craftsmanship that we're looking at here. The seat, I don't know what they packed that seat with. It must be pillows or something. You could get lost in that thing. I mean, it's like sitting on marshmallows. And the floor, she's looking like brand new. Just the right amount of patina in here on the dash. Looks like it's a 10-speed by the looks of the ball here. When 9's not enough, you just grab another one, you know. Check these gauges out. Turn them babies on there. Look at that, huh? I mean, the gas gauge works, the temp gauge works, oil generator. Got the Pall Mall Palace right here. No matter how many cutty pipes and Pall Malls were just flecked in there, you know. See a lighter though, do we? Nope. You had to carry your own flick of Bic with this bad boy. That's okay. I don't hold that against it. Brand new shiny looking sun visors. Don't get no ideas, honey. They will not fit a 58 F100, okay? This baby checks all the boxes for me. I mean, I couldn't have built one better from scratch than what I'm looking at. But, she's got her problems under the hood. It sounds like a herd of 10,000 cattle coming through Dodge City back in the 1850s. And I ain't kidding you. Speaking of cattle, let's have a look under the power barn. Looks like we get a old Dranch 223 straight 6 here. To the best of my knowledge, this might be an older engine because I think the newer 161s could have had more bolts in the valve covers. I don't know. Not a Ford guy. Put it in the comments. Let us know. But we believe it's a 223. And the Valdon Exxon Valdez has nothing on this baby. I mean, the floor underneath it is just covered with oil. And they ain't been sitting here but a minute. So, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to rip it out, freshen it up, hillbilly shade tree style. Basically see what it needs. Try to do what we can without any expensive machine work. Just freshen it up. She's got a 1-barrel Holly. Looks like the old style oil bath that hasn't had a bath in a while. By the looks of it. But somebody took care of it well. Got a newer looking radiator in it. Some newer hoses. She's built for the long haul. She's got the old time colostomy bag, blood giver, take it out of your arm bag there for the windshield washers. The squirters look like they're missing, but it won't be too hard to get going. It seems like it's got all the antenna. It's got everything it needs for like a trip down the power tour, down to Bowling Green, which we really love, by the way. So we might just be asking old buddy Ken for the keys to take her own power tour. I can't see any more talking that needs done, so we just better probably just get to ripping at it. Me and young feller here, mostly young feller, but...
Ooh. I'm ready.
Okay. In the world. You in a hurry, bud?
Got that there old draining, bud.
Guess I can't say I don't like the productivity you're displaying here for once.
It's got a genuine Motorcraft filter on it.
Well, no expense spared.
There was no expense spared on tightening it either. It definitely could use a new fuel filter.
She's the color of mocha.
It's got some brown fuel to it.
Hey, it's all right. That cleans the bearings off for you, you know?
Look at that. It's a little dark, but not too dark. You see no metal in it.
Looks like 2W7 oil in there.
I wonder what's on our magnet here.
I'm a little thin too.
I mean, it's got a little goopy goop on the plug. I wonder what it tastes like.
Heavens to Betsy.
See if I can't get this petcock open. Well, it looks like some straight water coming out of it. Maybe a head of green in it, but mostly water.
It don't get cold enough to freeze here in the upper peninsula of Pennsylvania.
I mean, it's not even like oily like it has any antifreeze in it. Wonder if I could take a drink and tell you how much percentage of antifreeze is in that.
I highly recommend it. Right then. Giant tool, tiny hardware. Barely makes sense to me. Oh yeah. Mercy sakes. Oh. Pull my sphincter.
It's got to come off anyways, so I'm just going to take it off now. That way it don't get ripped off.
Nah, rip it off.
Oh no.
That's not good.
There's no threads left on that.
There's no threads
stud.
left. What do we do with that?
Well, let's put a couple washers on it.
I didn't know that there's a thread one on there, though. Look at it. Well, that chews right into the profits. Is there 2 grounds on this thing? What am I seeing here? Why wouldn't this thing come out? Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one. I can't wait to buy that thing.
Yeah, that's not cheap, Johnny. There. I'll just stick and tap it.
Yeah.
Smaller size.
Yeah. I ain't never seen nothing in my life.
That's the same size as that thread or that hole. Now.
Is that why it's leaking? Because it's the right one? I think not. It's just stinking here all the time.
It always stinks when I'm here for some reason.
Oh, there goes my busted elbow. Busted again.
I love when he's so stubborn.
Shoot. Man, I got this done. I don't know what you're doing, but I got this all done. Shoot. I've seen that in 3 dimensions right there.
Oh. I got it. Cut my hand on the fan blade. Can you give me a zip tie there, Sonny, while you're over there?
Zip tie here. Let me walk clear across the world to get you a zip tie.
Thanks.
Any more of your work I can do? Oh, mercy sakes alive, pull my neck muscles out. Tell me no. Tell you no. Here's the windshield. Okay. Let me come over here and do this now. Stop everything I'm doing.
What's going on?
I don't know, you're making noises.
What do I hear draining?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Mercy.
Last time.
What do I do now?
I love it when a plan comes together. I guess I'll just wait my turn, I guess. Can I help you? In my way. What do I want to do? I got work of my own to do. Don't worry about it. Oh,
Both out back there.
oh, Popeye elbow got stuck in there. Oh, ouch. Well, made that look easy. It's tight, but that's okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. This won't come out. Yes, it will.
How about that light up above you there?
How about less talk, more work? We need the rest. We need the bottom bell bolts out, and it's ready to yank.
2 bottom bell bolts.
If you could be kind enough to take them 2 bolts out,
Well,
please let me wait. Been mission accomplished if I was doing it. We ain't using no more of them in the video. No, we ain't. I already get made fun of all the time.
I've been waiting all day to pull this motor. He's just taking his good old time.
It's taking his good old time. I get all the work and none of the respect around here. Here you go, if you're going to stand in my way.
That's what I was waiting on.
I don't like it. I'm going to say it right now. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're too far down on this side.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Pull the motor out a little bit and put it in the bell hole.
Well,
Or strap it down lower on that
that
side.
is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe that it came out of someone from my loins. Gently now. Gently now. Get that out of there.
elbow!
Chuckle, chuckle.
Everyone's tired of hearing about your elbow. It's time to care about my elbow.
Yeah. Hey, what about these 2 bolts I told you about 10 minutes ago? You gonna take them out?
No, you don't have to take them out.
Okay.
I can see the outline of that pan when you're underneath
I
it.
sure hope you're correct.
I might pull a valve cover off so I don't rip it in half here. Yeah.
Smells like gas in there, but it ain't too dirty inside. I like the fact of how this gasket here isn't even really doing nothing. Maybe that's where all the oil is coming from.
Well, you can't expect it to do stuff.
Did you pull out?
Nope, didn't budge.
What am I stuck on?
Gravity?
Hold on.
Oh, did I run you over? I'm sorry.
Get Jacker.
Tell me what to do.
We're gonna figure out a better way to do this when we put it back in.
Better than the motor sideways? I think not.
Hurry up and get this thing out of here.
Lord have mercy. Hold on, fella. Don't make no hot rod moves here.
It looks like there was a little bit of grindy at some point.
Let's get the death machine closer to the ground so it doesn't impel us as it crashes.
We're getting kind of close there.
I'm doing this thing, okay? There's things others can do too.
My question is, how are we getting this on the stand?
What stand? I got no stand.
Engine stand.
I got one.
You have like 5 of them.
They're all used up.
I mean, this thing's so clean. I think I'd cook smegs on it and stuff, you know what I mean?
Remind me never to eat anything that he ever cooks, please.
You want me to do the thing here?
Would you please?
Did you say fast?
Faster? Yes.
How about some of that?
I like the way you think. All right then. Looks like dirty dishwater coming out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there was much coolant in that.
I hope she ain't busted nowheres.
It didn't get hot.
It might have froze.
It didn't get hot. If it was frozen, busted, it'd be in the oil or outside of it somewhere or overheating.
Can I just have my hopes that it didn't bust?
Well, I mean, you would
Without
probably
this-
have known that it was busted.
Without disagreement, can I
Not
just
smoking.
Can I just hope quietly in my head without never mentioning it in my hopes and dreams ever again?
Just
That's what I'll do.
Keep it in your head.
Just keep it to myself. Jeez. What in the world?
What?
Have to remember where that other thing come from. Okay.
The only hole it can go in.
Okay. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Yeah, it looks like a new head gasket. Somebody been up in here. Oh my. Not much ridge. I like that. Doesn't look like anything's oversized. Hardly any ridge on it. I think he's got a good one.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for tonight. We're on short time here. Well, we're back. Junior's polishing the shaft here, trying to get it apart.
It's a little seized up, a little dirty.
Yeah, this baby's seen some miles.
It's a little scored up. It'd be nice to have a new one.
Yeah, so I want to guess it's going to see some high performance use here. Yeah. So we'll want to get it as best we can. If it was ours, we wouldn't be cleaning this right now. Just a heads up to y'all. All right, then I'm gonna go sit down. Let me know if you need something.
Well, we found out that the rocker shaft is all scored up from lack of oil. So we're going to try to get on the old interweb and find another one.
Help me understand what we got going on here. What am I looking at?
Oh, I'm making a mess.
Why is there...
Well, see, this thing leaks. And then once it gets so full, this thing leaks. You know, there's a hole in it. And that one don't have a hole, so I just got to keep filling the parts washer back up, you know?
That's pretty brilliant. What you got there?
Just stuff breaking apart. Tastes pretty awful.
What else we got going on in here? Look at that massive triple tree counterweight right there.
How about that cam looking pretty terrible?
That cam is, well, looks like it's mainly wore here at the fuel pump.
Yeah.
The lobes I'm seeing look like new. Oh man.
Look at that top hat.
Oh, I got a booger. Get that. I gotta get it. Oh. Don't you just love modern technology?
Now, why don't they do that anymore?
Oh, because.
Look at that. Look how easy.
Because.
And you just. I like the 2-bolt idea there.
Better than Chevrolet, just press it in there and watch it fall out. Ever see a lifter like that, Mama?
Ah, that's cool.
Oh, nifty. Come out pretty easy.
Oh! What's that?
Was that just hanging out?
There's one broken ring. Uh-oh, I just felt something fall in my hand. Is that another broken one? Every one of the compression rings so far.
Rings are made out of Rice Krispie treats or something.
Yeah, but not.
That explains why I was only making 350, 370 horsepower. It was them cracked rings.
I want to make about 8 or 9 when I'm done with it.
Yeah, it'll not be the same as what it came here.
What are you doing? Who asked you to come over here? What are you doing? Don't you get your hugs and kisses now. You don't get them all day long. Is you such a good girl, you little piggy? Ain't you my good girl? What are you doing, digging some critters out of there?
No, there's some nice stuff in there.
Put my bike out of place.
Now you took a break and you're on the hook.
Yeah, I come over to help him and he leaves. I'm in that kitchen and I can't scratch it.
Which one? Which side?
Yeah, keep going. Right there. What was that? What did he do?
It's stuck in there. I had to rip it out. How nice clean that spawn is. Look at that stuff.
Well, you just got to clean the part that people can see, you know. Some pretty hardcore stuff down in here now.
Looks like you're digging a trench or something.
I heard nothing.
I heard that.
I wish I could scrape my colon like this. Try to get all the funk out of it. Like this. Oh, my colon. Oh.
We'd like to wrap this video up this week though, honey. You might be there, wow.
Godliness is godliness, and godliness is holiness. Look what you can do. You did leave the inside dirty like I told you, right? What's this all about? I heard that go from your lips clear down to your bowels.
I'd like to shoot you in the ass with this BB gun. Hey there, it's all right, when cops come. Oh, the blood blister apartment, but I'd like to shoot you in the ass with BB gun.
Ding.
Can we get Brendan over here to get that for you?
Oh, my golly.
Your dad looks
Was he
weird.
trying to laugh like when he just splashed me with that just now? Trying not to?
Your dad just gives that look like he just don't trust you and you don't know what you're up to all the time.
I'm sure that was an intentional splash followed by, I'm trying not to laugh. So it's
No, it's splashed in my face too.
ouch.
What do you think about that groove in there that's going in there? Top ring.
Let's see here.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have to get a set of pistons.
You're waiting to get a spring love.
I'm going to take one to the face.
You sure don't feel like a bee sting.
Oh, that was easy.
Oh, so came out. Sim came out.
Man, 102.
Yep.
It's amazing this thing ran as good as it did. Had a bunch of busted rings and pistons is worn out.
Hey, this is an original valve.
Well,
I don't even think it smoked that much, did it?
come on.
No, it didn't smoke.
They're putting too much pressure on it. Oh, I can feel that thing ripping through my rib cage.
Oh, one more.
Take a look, ski, honey. Check it out.
No.
Come on.
Oh no!
Ooh.
What a mistake.
Sold it. Uh-oh, watch your face. Uh-oh, no.
Help me.
This is gonna be bad.
We're gonna have fun with that stuff.
Golly. That's a lot of pressure.
Gonna be done. We gotta be tough.
That's starting to hurt now. Oh, does it burn? Man, does that hurt. Phew. This one.
Jeez, you got me like freaking on nerves here.
Doing it all wrong.
We don't do our wrong.
After, you know.
That's how you do it.
No. Check for straightness, and you get to clean it.
Shit. It's gonna hit me right in the face. It's gonna happen.
At least I won't be the only one.
Ain't too bad, fella.
He's a genius.
Can't tell what's clean and what's not.
Well, has nothing to do with this filthy water filthy cleaner we're using.
Diesel fuel.
Notice how much attention we pay to the outside of it, and the inside's still filthy.
You know, I wish would stop is my stinking nose hurting and draining.
Well, like we mentioned earlier, we aim to do your run-of-the-mill ring job on this old 223. But with the ring lands being heavily worn, the decision was made to give this old six-banger fresh bore and 6 new pistons. So wasting no time, we threw the 223 in the back of the truck and headed for the machine shop. But unbeknownst to us, the parts for this old 223 are about as rare as hen's teeth. Sourcing them put this project on the back burner for many moons.
All right, handsome. What big block you working with today?
Hey, sweet mama. Are you in the good as mood as I am?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Amazing.
What day is it? November 6th?
Oh yeah.
Why could we be so happy today? I don't know. Anywho, hey, We've been a few months in the making with this video. I don't know where we left off. This thing's extremely hard to get parts for. We finally got everything we needed to get the machine work done on this block. And we took her down to KMP Performance and Machine down in Bell Vernon, PA. And he gave us a quick turnaround, and it looks like he does amazing, incredible, fast, reliable work. So if you're in the southwestern PA area and you need some good, reliable, quick machine work done, get a hold of KMP Performance and Machine, 724-872-3235. Old Kevin will hook you up, I promise you. Yeah, everything looks good here. New cam bearings, new freeze plugs, new plug things.
Yeah, even did the extra little work to it.
Yeah, look at these little plugs, guys.
Clean that stuff out and everything.
It's where the factory drilled the oil galleys, I guess, for the cam bearings. So that's cool. But yeah, he got us all fixed up. We're just routinely just going through the bolt holes and just chasing the threads. Anywhere that you have critical torque figures you got to meet, you better chase your threads out, no matter where you got her machined from.
Fancy specifications.
Yeah, everything here looks good so far. So we're just going to take our time, get her together.
You doing drilling for oil?
I am.
Dang, honey. Doing a super clean, fancy job.
Yes, ma'am. No stone left unturned around here.
So what you're saying is this is a job you ain't doing it twice, so you're going to do it nice.
We ain't doing it twice. Too much on the line here. It's my good buddy's truck. I don't want him to have any troubles with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what we done here now was we took all the main caps off. They are numbered. Make sure you don't mix them up. But we took them off. We tapped out the main bolts. And I inspected the block here for any burrs or nicks. Sometimes somebody will drive a screwdriver in there to separate them. And I've seen where it like cuts a little groove in there and then there's metal sticking up, and then guys will put it back together and the bearing clearances will be off because the main cap is like canted sitting in there. So made sure there's no burrs or anything on that, and as well did the same thing with the main caps. They're all good to go. Cleaned the bolt threads up, so all the torque specs will be dead on, baby. We had cam bearings installed in this thing, and it looks like Kevin at the machine shop, he went and he might have ran a hone through these to get them aligned just right after installation, make sure the cam rotates freely. For that reason, we're going to go ahead and blow these cam passages out. Another thing we're going to watch for is, now these 223 Fords, a major downfall they have is oiling to the top end. They like to wipe out the rocker arms and rocker shafts, and they make a lot of rocker noise. The way these things oil is, they have an oil tube that runs up from this cam journal, up through a tube and into, I believe, one of the rocker shaft caps. So what we need to do is look down through there and make sure that there's no restriction between the cam bearing and the journal that comes up to feed the oil up in. Looking down in there, I can see that there's a little bit of restriction, like the cam bearing is not sitting just exactly perfect, or the hole in the cam bearing is not big enough. So we're going to ream that out just a little bit to make sure we got every ounce of oil we can get up to the top end into our new rocker assembly, which wasn't cheap, guys. Not cheap at all. So, all right, so what I've done was found a drill bit that fits down in there, fits the hole, hits the journal pretty good, but you can see that it's landing on the cam journal, or the cam bearing right there. Cam bearing journal. Cam journal bearing. So what we're going to do is just run down through there with that little bit, and then we'll get maybe a piece of Scotch-Brite and just touch up the cam bearing a little bit. All right, drilled right down through there with that dull drill bit. Surprised we even had one. Oh, I lost it. It's down in there now. All right, there's our bit. We barely opened that thing up at all, guys. This wasn't much at all, but like I said, we wanted every bit of flow that we could get down in there.
You got a beanie on your hat.
I do. Hey, sorry about the background noise, guys. It's raining on the tin roof, and I don't know if we'll be able to edit it out or not. So we put our little fuzzy wuzzies on, which are for wind and not rain on the roof. But
You look so cute.
can't help it. So we drilled down through this here bearing, and we're just going to touch this up a little bit with a little bit of Scotch-Brite. There's really nothing to feel there. It drilled it out pretty clean. Just want to make sure there's no burr on it. Very gently.
Got that thing like a whistle and Dixie.
Yes, ma'am. All right, what a time we had finding bearings for this old motor. We're going to run a standard bearing in it. We didn't have any crank work done. The crank looked really good. So we're going to hope that all the clearances turn out good, which they should. These are NOS bearings that's been laying on the shelves for tens of years. So make sure that all your bearings say standard on them, or whatever size you're messing with. Make sure they're all the same. These all do say STD on them. It stands for standard, not the other thing. So one thing you got to watch for on this engine or any other, your oil supplied to the crank via the main webbings. And you can see the oil holes there. Sometimes you get a bearing that's not like a universal. Sometimes there's an upper and lower bearing. These bearings, thankfully, as luck would have it, they are grooved, full grooved, and they have the oil holes in both halves. Essentially, both halves are exactly the same. All right. Sometimes you'll get a bearing that's a half groove or whatever, and it'll only have the oil hole in one half of the bearing. So you got to make sure that that half is on the block side so that the oil can come out and go to the crank. So all of our bearings are say standard. Got our thrust bearing and the thrust bearing web, and all of our oil holes are lined up into the main webbing. Now we'll get the crank and settle in there, and we'll take some plastic gauge to it, put everything together dry, torque everything down to spec, pull back apart, check our clearances, and if we have any luck, we'll just be able to throw it together from there. Gently. Oh, little flesh underneath the front journal. That's okay. It'll grow back. Yeah, put her in there dry. Now we're going to take a little bit of this plastic gauge here. And we're going to hope for whatever we get. 2.5 or so, be nice. Stick that right there.
Gotta drop that. So if I sneeze, it's gonna fly off, huh? Is this what it's called doing it right? How comes we don't do this to our motors?
We do so.
When?
Well,
Right.
Nobody's looking. It's when we do it.
Right. Ding. Next step.
Proper specification is 100 foot-pound on these. It's actually 95 to 105, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to smoke them down to 100. Get them in there at 50 at first, and just really lean on them. Put the smack down.
It's the right thing to do.
Give her what for. All right. It's under door number 1 here. I'd say right there. Right? Or did my eyes deceive me? Right around 3 thousandths. It's a little bit on the wide side, I think, for a street engine, but it's what we got. It's not too bad. It's not bad. Nothing to worry about, but I was hoping for around 2.5, but hey, 0.5 thousandths, you know, who beggars can't be choosers around here. So we'll double check the rest of them are all the same, and if they are, we'll lube her up and crank her down for good. Got that crank back out. A little bit of assembly lube down in there.
We'll spread it on thick, honey.
Thicker and heavier as I went, you know me. We stuck the rear main in. I ain't got to tell you all that you don't want to put that baby in backwards, because she'll be a squirting oil everywhere.
Yep.
All right, we're going to throw this rear main in here now. We got the rear main seal in there in the right direction. They tell you to let her hang out about 3/8 of an inch on one side, and do the same thing down there in the block. And then when it all comes together, your seal and mating surfaces are like in the block. They're not right at the...
That makes logical sense.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You all done this before.
It's all on how it feels.
Hey, if it leaks, you just get to rip the motor back out. Rip the pan back off. You know, flip it upside down. Do it again. That's all.
That
No big deal.
don't sound so bad.
Yeah, buddy. Torqued and ready for revolution. Look at that, mama.
Nice and smooth.
She's smooth.
Looks like a piece of licorice trying to be bent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what we can do, honey. Well, that one's nice and easy.
Didn't even
Look at
need
that.
reinforcement.
Better get something to slam it in there with.
Well,
Drive her down in there. Then you got these little nails you drive down in there. Just drive these right down in yonder. And that's supposed to take care of all your problems for you. Let me get a hammer. Just like putting a roof on the house, guys. Just drive her in there, you know. Throw the old 12 penny at it. I don't like it any more than you guys do.
I don't like it at all.
I'll put a little bit of that in there, flush it out, you know.
That makes me feel better. Mm-hmm. Now where's the duct tape?
I guess where we left off was we didn't have we had too much clearance on the rod bearings. So we searched high and low, and days and weeks went by, and we come up with a set of 1,000th over rod bearings for this thing. And they're the right width this time. Everything we get for this is wrong. So if you contemplate rebuilding a 223 Ford, think again. They're awesome engines, but they're hard to get parts for. Anyway, I think we got all that ironed out. We're going to go ahead and start throwing pistons in and check our rod bearing clearance. All right. You excited, sweet mama?
I'm very excited.
This is a long time in the making. I'm just going to lube the cylinder up. I dipped the rings in oil. I think we're going together for good this time. So I'll leave the journal dry till we check the clearance. And then whenever we find out the clearance is good, I'll lube the bearing up, put her together for good. All right, I got my oil hole towards the camshaft. And my mark towards the front of the engine. How fancy you feel working with new stuff, sweet mama?
I'm not used to it yet. Ask me later.
Yeah. We'll stick her on the old dry journal here. We left here last time with 3,000 clearance on the raw journal. Well, that's just unacceptable around here, you know.
Now, why the other day you used one that was red and this one's green? Is there a difference?
Well, we were out of the green stuff. The red stuff's for a little wider clearance. This is like an in-between. You could use either one, but if the clearance is right, then we would have needed the green, you know.
Alrighty.
But we were since able to get some green stuff. So we'll torque her down. We'll take the reading, and if that's all good, we'll pull it back apart and we'll put some lube in there. Don't want no dry socket stuff going on. How awesome would it be if like clearance is too tight now? Something ridiculous, you know?
That would suck. I'd probably pout and stomp out and want to go home.
Like I did last time.
Yeah, it's like our third or fourth time trying this.
Hey, a little tech tip, guys. Don't use your torque wrench to break bolts loose. Don't do it. You can think about doing it, but don't do it.
You're just gonna leave it at that? You're not even gonna tell us why? That's like a grand finale without the finale.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Ruined it.
Nah, I guess it'll mess with the calibration, so.
That makes sense.
They want to do dumb stuff, you know? Not when people's looking, at least.
That's my man.
Looks like 1.5.
Your finger my way.
What we're after.
Perfect.
Shit.
We got a winner, Johnny. Ding, ding, ding.
Right on the money. You might want that a little wider for a racing application or something. We were close to 3,000s with it. Not the good. Not the good for hauling the hay, you know? All right, well, we're going to lube this up, put it together, and We're just gonna go ahead and throw them all in there.
Now what you tighten it to?
Same deal. 45. That's a little bit on the high side of the torque range. 40 to 45. Hey, I just do what I'm told, right? And then I get made fun of for it. So. Well, I got all that hard work done. That was like obstacle number one. You know what I mean? Like enemy number one kind of thing. Man, what a time we had getting the bearings for it. But equally as hard a time we had getting an oil pump for this thing. There's the OEM. Fix that with the pickup tube. This is what everybody's sending us for 61 223 Ford. See, the pickup comes out there instead of out here. Not too good. Couldn't use it. Turns out, looks like maybe this engine is a late 1960. And when we ordered one for a 1960, well, there's what we come up with.
Perfect.
Looks like a ding-a-ling to me. Sweet mama. These things have kind of a unique attachment point. They have like 12-bolt heads coming through the outside of the engine into here to bolt the oil pump to. Yeah, buddy, something like that. So it's gotta hold your tongue right, but yeah, it'll fit there. Yep, she sits in there like that. So, being that it comes in from the outside, we're probably gonna have to put some sealant on this bolt to make sure it doesn't leak air. And since it's a nut inside, we're gonna give her the old red Loctite. Make sure that baby never comes off of there. I apologize in advance to whoever's got to take this oil pump out someday. Yeah, put some heat to her to get her off of there. All right, smooge a little bit of Mopar's finest Ford TV on there.
Great.
It's the
On
only one
a
I can
Ford, it
trust.
ain't gonna work.
It's the only one I trust around here. Okay.
I suppose.
This is easy. You're supposed to get the red stuff on there when you can't.
I ain't supposed to smear lipstick on her.
How you going to get them on there? I guess. There's the
Oh, that's
gasket
just making a mess.
flying off there. I think that's awful. Have to jackhammer this thing off when we're done. Could you imagine that nut falling off inside that engine now?
That would really suck.
That would ruin your day, wouldn't it? Little gasket poo-poo action on there. Oh, look at that. How that fits. Sweet mama.
Like it's designed for it.
That's another part we had to wait on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't just come falling out of trees. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You gotta, like, go to the ghetto and, like...
Wasn't that a third or fourth time trying for those bearings?
Oh, we had, I think, what, 4 sets of bearings here?
Yeah.
Before it was all said and done?
One from California, the shop guy, and a couple people he knew, a magazine guy, and
We finally got the right ones, and there was too much clearance.
and
So-
eBay.
So we had to start over, find the right ones again, but 1,000. So, yeah, this stuff ain't falling out of the woodwork. Stuff's hard to find.
And that was on the place you didn't think that we'd find them, was eBay. I almost said
Actually-
Evil Bay.
Actually, yeah.
That was the last spot you looked.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty much it. Bottom end all wrapped up there. Sweet mama.
That looks lovely.
I am.
Dang on, you're gonna ship her out.
Yeah, you gotta watch. It's a hollow little bolt. You could twist her right on off of there, I reckon.
Make your own dimple and divots.
Dippin' die. Dippin'
Yeah.
dots.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
We've been together so long, you know what I'm saying.
I read you loud and clear. All right. What's the chances this thing's wrong now?
I don't know, but you got that freaking timing chain cover really fancy looking.
Well,
Almost
gotta
looks
get
like
her
a diamond
clean.
ring.
You know, she's pretty rusty. Took a little bit, but we got her cleaned up.
Spotless.
Hey, that looks good. That looks like it might be the right one. So, better snap that in there. This thing looks like it's got a bend to it. I hope that's factory, because if that's all bent up, she's going to leak like a sieve. I don't want the world to think I bent that putting this seal in. It's already bent, okay? It's already bent up a little bit. Not much to get a hold of in there now, is there? I ain't never seen nothing like this in my days.
Almost got her.
Yep,
He knows not to mess around with you too much.
that looks like her.
Yeah.
See, that'll do. Then it's Hopi Poo Poo up here.
Wow.
Don't want none of them funkadelics in there. How far are we? See, that's pretty much in there. I'll give her a couple more attempts to try to bend it before it's all over here, and then we'll call it good.
No. Dang on, you're poking out the backside. Did you just smell or lick the
I
glue?
love the smell of this stuff. I just want to put it on everything.
Ew.
Thing is, once it's on there with this stuff, don't even dream of taking it back off. Your gasket's toast.
And maybe you should make your own car scent.
I would like to have deodorant made from this, if that was possible.
Wait, let me see if I like it first. I don't know.
No? It ain't for everybody. Just one of them old time smells, you know.
Takes you way back.
Takes you back. Looky, looky. All right. Probably better put a dab on the other side there too, you know.
Dang on. Oh, it looks so thick. Road tar or something.
Oh my. It's gonna be a sad day when I run out of this stuff.
Well, you had 2 bottles in the first bottle. You knocked it over,
I think I
remember?
knocked her right on the ground.
3/4 of it was...
Spilled it all over the workbench and everything.
That was a half a day of you being upset.
I got over it.
I can't believe I did that.
3 months of therapy, and I got over it.
It's my favorite stuff.
All right then. See if I can't just knock his gasket right on the ground.
No.
This thing has locator pins on it, but they're not in the
Lined up right?
gasket. Are you kidding me?
What'd you do?
The pin things ain't in there. Ain't in there.
Wow. Better stick a pencil through it.
It's a good thing I like the smell of that shellac because, well, it's in my hair, it's in my beard,
It's all over your
it's
hand.
picking my nose, I got it in my nostrils. It is everywhere. I made a mess of that stuff. All because of them holes not lining up from Felpro. Is that Felpro? Is that right? Yeah, it was Felpro, right?
Yeah,
Felpro made that gasket roll.
it definitely ain't fail proof.
Okay.
Fail proof.
Keep forgetting.
Hey, going to get bling bling on there, honey.
She's shiny now, sweet mama.
Good job. That looks amazing.
Shining like a new dime. Hopefully it'll hold paint forever and ever and ever.
Well, you can definitely tell you did not do that on our stuff.
Well, our stuff doesn't get this kind of treatment, you know?
Everybody's going to see that eventually. They're going to be like, that's not their stuff.
Well, we're doing this for a good buddy and a good guy. And we've been keeping him waiting for a long time, so.
That looks amazing.
Yep.
Well, what's that leave?
Well, that leaves me going back there and fixing the fire because we got to get out of here. And as far as the motor goes, we'll be back bright and early tomorrow. We got to do a valve job and get the head on it.
Woo! My babe.
Sweet mama.
Hey everybody, we wanted to give another shout out to our newest member, number 10, Ron Briner. Hey buddy, we thank you. All you guys out there that have been members and been supporting and helping us, we've got a little something special for you this year. It's not real big, but hopefully it's something that you'll see we really appreciate. You've been helping and you've been supporting us. I don't have the details and the rest of it worked out right now, but I will later, and then we'll go ahead and post it on the community page. and maybe keep updating in the videos so that you guys can keep up. But it's going to be our first little tiny giveaway. So we really appreciate all you guys. And if I can remember every one of your names, I would totally, give the little rundown, but I know who you are and I really appreciate it, and so does he.
All right, back again. What's this, attempt 47 of this thing? Hey, check this out, guys. We were doing a valve job in our rinky-dink valve cutter from the 40s. The stones were flying apart. They must have got wet or damp or whatever.
Oh, they're from the Flintstones.
Yeah, they're pretty old, and the pilot was like wiggling in there. Not good. So we decided we better take her to a real pro to square this thing up for us. And we did. We took it to Campy Performance down there in Bell Vernon. And let me tell you something. Bring her in here. When's the last time you went to a machine shop, dropped the head off for a 3-angle valve job, and you got her back the next day? Huh? Does that ever happen? Blew my mind.
That's our first.
We took this thing down there, and 24 hours later, he was calling us on the phone. I thought, well, he found a busted guide, or the seats are pounded out, or something. Nope, he said, come get her. She's done. And he's down to one guy. He's doing himself. So I've never had any service, machine shop or otherwise, where somebody just goes out of their way to hook you up. And listen, we got a 3-angle valve job. We got the deck surfaced. He pulled vacuum on them and made sure they were all sealed. And he cut the stems to height afterwards, all for about the price of a half a buggy of groceries over at the Walmart,
Yeah, whole 2 bags.
You can't fix lawnmowers for what he charged me, Now, he's a friend of the channel. I don't know that that's typical, so.
Don't want to overwhelm him with everybody else.
Well, we kind of do. Listen, if you guys are in the area and you need some machine work done, go see this guy. I'm telling you, you're going to be impressed.
You won't disappoint.
He will not disappoint you.
Yeah.
That is a promise from me to you. Let him know that Hustle House sent you to show him how much we appreciate what he done for us. But Kevin down at KMP Performance in Bell Vernon, PA. Anywho's, he set these things, he ground them up, and he set the height on all the stems. So he numbered all the valves for us. We'll just put them in corresponding numbers. And he pulled vacuum on them, so I don't see any sense in sitting here lapping them for 4 hours. They're perfectly sealed, so what am I going to lap them for? But take a good look at that 3-angle cut on there. 3-angle valve job, guys, for super cheap. Super cheap. Now, he said the head, I think what did he say, 6,000 or 7,000 to cut off the head. He said it wasn't that bad, but it needed cut. 6,000 or 7,000 to cut off of it. Nice finish on the cut. No complaints, guys. I'm still buzzing like we're so impressed with what he's done for us.
He even told us Merry Christmas with a smile.
Yeah. So, Kevin, if you're watching, buddy, thank you very much. We really appreciate it, and all of our business is your business. So,
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So, just like anything else you get from the machine shop, just want to double check, just making sure the guides are nice and clean. He did check the guides, said all the guides are good, so this thing's good to go. Well, got all that work done, got the guides nice and clean. I'm going to use some lubricate, lubricate these here valve stems a little bit. So, shows valve stem right on there, It's a no-brainer. They show
proper application.
Yeah. Well, speaking of proper application, you can put this right on your brake shoes too. Put that grease right on there, by the looks of it.
Load it up.
Yep. So, we're just going to lube them up a little bit with the lubricate because it's cool stuff, You could use motor oil or whatever you want, but yeah, it's cool and it's old-timey, so I dig it.
That looks important.
Mm-hmm. Hey, all y'all gearheads out there, these are all new valves, so they're nice, but some guys want a little bit extra performance out of them. You can back cut this top of this lip here. I don't know how good the phone's picking it up, but you see that little lip right there? You can put that on the cutter and you can just mill that wee little bit of edge off. Give her more of a gradual slope coming around the valve. Might pick you up a couple CF and M's.
You should have played for the Led Zeppelin, I tell ya.
I'm telling you. I'm just having a good time working on stuff that's not junk, you know? New valves, nice fresh valve job, brand new valve seals. Shit. Spoil feller.
Don't get used to it. Our pockets are different.
All righty then. Well, it looks like the last guy who was into this engine, he put 60,000 shims underneath the springs. I don't think they were getting real critical with their installed height. It's just a grocery getter kind of vehicle. But it looks like they were trying to get a little bit more seat pressure out of the stock springs, is my guess. So we're going to go ahead and throw the 60,000s back in it. Looks like they ran out of 60,000 shims, so they stacked a couple 30s on it. So we're going to go ahead and throw them back in.
You still have to do that after that was all cut and stuff?
Yeah, it's more of a valve spring thing, you know. Just trying to get a little bit more seat pressure out of the spring.
Just asking for people that might not know.
Yeah. Well, naturally, like if you the more you compress the spring, the stronger it is.
Yeah.
So that's just putting a little 60,000s on it. And we're nowhere near maximum lift on the coil bind, so yeah, you ain't gonna worry about anything. Just a little more seat pressure. Well, we figured we'd switch up the old valve spring compressor since the last mishap we had, taking her apart. Don't want to lose no eyeballs or nothing.
Bloodshed tears on that one.
Yeah. I'd throw a little bit of lubricate on these here keepers. So I don't go zinging everywhere whenever I'm trying to do my thing. Yeah.
Why does that look like something you use on the Jigsaw movie?
Shoot.
Like a boss.
This is easy. Look what we can do, sweet mama.
Lovely. That looks really, really clean, honey, after you did that. Look at that.
What happened?
Dang. Those look almost new. Your fingers gotta hurt.
I've been a scrubbing.
No
Oh,
kidding.
have I been a scrubbing. Got to make them clean, guys. No sense in doing all this if you don't make her clean. Now, it's an old engine. Got about a gazillion miles in. We are building it in a garage. No, we're no machine shop. But, got to do your best to get as clean as you can.
You always take the extra mile to sit there and make sure they're perfect. Unless it's our stuff.
Yeah, our stuff. Our stuff doesn't stand a chance. Look at that, sweet mama! One rebuilt and reassembled head. We're about ready to throw her on there. Get that new head gasket laid down and kerplunker. Felpro broke my heart the last time. Should I trust them this time? I don't know. Look at that.
Jeez.
Yes, ma'am. Look how nice and clean.
That's where you were spraying a bee's nest or something. Get all your fancy lettering off there.
I did. Do you feel like a professional, sweet mama?
That looks nice and clean and beautiful.
Ready to bolt her down. Well now. Been a while since this head's been fastened down on this motor, sweet mama. This is a monumental day in Hustle House Performance Automotive history.
Nice.
I can't wait till this engine's done. Plagued with problems, plagued with disappointment. It's going to be like 6 months of therapy all in one day when I hear this thing fire up, you know?
How much are you torquing that to?
We're going 70 foot-pounds, you know?
Per pound.
Now you got me talking and I forgot my sequence.
You with your little sticks.
Yes, ma'am. Got to lubricate this stuff up. It's just about time, sweet mama. Just about time for the jewelry of the build. gum. It's nice. It's real nice.
What's the odds of us putting this in Poncho instead of his and just like,
Put a paint job on Poncho, huh?
yeah. You're like, I don't know what happened, but someone came and took your motor, man.
It's a little
so
noisy, but
nice.
I'm telling you, it's rebuilt.
And be like that Ricky Bobby, you take this from me, I'm gonna sock you in the face. After all this time of waiting.
Sweet mama.
Getting her done.
50 foot-pound on all them. It's ready to go. I want to set her valves. Cold lash at 19 thousandth is what the interwebs calls for. All right, number one's up, top dead center. Compression stroke. Just want to get that baby to where she slides. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we're going to crank her on down. Down to Funky Town. Sweet mama, just like that. We got number one up on compression stroke, and we settled at 19, and we ran through the firing order, 153624. Each time one came up on fire on the compression stroke, we set it at 19 on the intake and exhaust, cold. So, we're going to move on to the oil feed distribution lines, which are kind of funky, kind of old-timey. That'd be these thingies. I guess this would be the supply line since it's got a seal on it. Goes down into an orifice or an opening down here in the bottom, and it seals itself with a seal, and then it just plugs into the rocker shaft. Yeah, pretty much the same with this one. This one looks like it would be a return because there's no seal on it. But we've got these all cleaned up, blown out, and we're just going to install them.
Jeez.
Looky, looky. La-da-dee, la-da-da. Try to get the thermostat in there without a slipping. All right, a little bit of water pump action and valve cover and lifter cover. We can probably start spraying some paint. That's your specialty, the queen of Krylon. Yes, ma'am. Get this everywhere. I wish French toast smelled like this, you know? Stuff smells really good to me. I don't know what it is. Yep, think I sauced up the wrong side. That's awesome. Dang it. Win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that was money. You lose a lot, baby. Oh, you're so cute.
Thanks for your support, sweet mama. Thank you.
Always, baby. I'll be here all night.
Man, this baby's starting to look like a motor, mama.
Uh-huh. Put a little bedazzle on her and maybe some
Shit.
snowflakes and maybe some, like, you know, glitter, and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I wish we had some chrome for it. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah. Maybe you can spray Hustle House on the side of it.
Well, it's a sleeper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you put Hustle House on there, people would know that it was Top Fuel Dragster, you know? Well, now, properly shellac that thing in there. Only one side, though, because in case we have to have a gawk in here later on, don't want to destroy our gasket. But that little metal pan had some pits in it, so I figured, hey, perfect excuse to use some more shellac, you know? I just ain't real sure how tight to make these, you know? Mm-hmm. Do I just smoke them all the way, or just a little bit, or what would you do, sweet mama?
Just a little snug whammy and just maybe a little skosh more. Yeah.
Just want to keep tightening them, though.
Oh, no. There's a cushiony in there.
I think they'd bought them out, and with no such thing. Ain't happening. I don't know what to do.
Go clockwise 3 times and back off a bit. Stop it. Now you're overdoing it. See? That's what happens.
I'm done. I quit. This.
You go too far.
Because sweet mama said so.
That's because sweet mama seen how much stuff breaks in here.
Gave that baby a little proper shellacking, too. Looks like this gasket only fits one way. It's got like a D shape to it almost.
You better hope it does after putting all that on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a wonder I ain't flipping it around and getting this stuff all over me. You in my hair and in my eyebrows and everything else.
You have your beard all twisted up.
Usually, yeah. Sweet mama.
Very precise, honey.
We got her all cleaned up, masked off. Ready for the tri-state spray bomb champion to go ahead and spray her down. Shake it up. I'll take it. Go get crazy now. We're professionals, right?
Yes, no streaks, no runs.
Professionals right here.
This better be the same kind of blue, I'll tell you that.
I tell you what, I thought for sure we'd run out of paint. We're doing pretty good. First can, huh?
I'm like, can't look that.
Upside down like the bottom spot there, but take care of them quite quick in a hurry.
Maybe in a hurry.
Did you just hit that off the table and it didn't come off? Did you just fell in front of the whole world just now?
Big fail.
All right, then. Look what we can do.
You couldn't even give it a slow bead roll like a dramatic effect.
Sweet mama, what a fine looking spray bomb paint job that is. Shh.
Thanks, love.
Well, Henry Ford didn't make them look that nice. I'll guarantee you that. But hey, gotta go pick some blue boogers now. Try to clean her lungs out and hit her again tomorrow. What do you think? Done for the night?
Yeah.
All right, we'll pick you back up here in a second. Sweet mama, what a paint job you put on this bad boy. Daggone, that's the finest looking 223 Ford in the country. I'll guarantee it. I'll just
Thanks, honey.
write it down somewhere.
She looks kind of smexy if I do say so myself.
There ain't a bare spot. There's not a light spot. She's covered head to toe, front to back. So, good job.
Thanks.
I dub you the Tri-County Spray Can Champion of the world.
Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding.
Ain't no sense in staying here gawking at it all day.
Why not? I don't mind.
Yeah, well, if you want to. Nah, we better jerk that truck on in here and get her in there.
Alrighty then.
All right, then.
Little Jay ain't wanting to work today.
Like somebody's a little crabby when they wake up, huh?
Take it she's sitting where she's at.
Going where she's got to.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Outside the fence, Missy. Dog. Chevelle, come on, girl, let's go. What are you doing? You know you're not allowed out there. Someone hits you with a car, you don't have to be mad. What are you doing, girlie? Did you just get done eating, girlie? Huh? Was your mommy delicious? Of course it was. Yes, it was. You're such a good girl. Huh? Was it good?
Yes, ma'am. Look at that. The heartbeat of Poncho right there. I know what some of y'all's thinking. Hey, the motor's right there. How'd you drive it in here? Well, joke's on you, my friend. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have seen that in an earlier episode, we threw Poncho's engine, our 58 Ford, into this thing to make a first annual family car show for the owner. So, it's right here. So check it out. Meanwhile, I guess we'll go ahead and start thrashing on it, sweet mama, me and you, mostly you.
Always me.
All right, then.
Drink.
This thing looks so good, sweet mom, I'm afraid to even touch it and put a fingerprint on it.
I'm afraid for you to touch it. That's for sure.
But hey, I figure we owe it to ourselves to maybe try to prime this pump, make sure we're getting oil to the top end and everything before we hook a chain to it and put it in and have it all scarfed up if something would be wrong. You know what I mean? So just going to throw a filter on it, throw the oil in it, and I fashioned up a little dry shaft for the drill. And we're going to see if she makes oil pressure. Let's see what happens. That's 75 pounds there, mama. 70. All right, well, this is what we got going on. I'm priming the oil system and we're getting oil. You can tell it's coming to the return, all right? And we are getting some drips out of the rocker shaft, but I thought I'd see more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this end rocker off and see what comes out the oil hole, see if we get a good bit, you know? It might just be so unrestricted through this hose here that it only gives it a little bit of oil. But a big reason this engine was here in the first place is because it was making a lot of valve train noise. So we want to make dang sure that we've got good oil up to the top of here. Okay. Now we've got us a little oil hole down on the bottom which feeds these. Look at the bushed rockers. Look how nice a job they did on these rocker arms. Isn't that nice? See what we got.
Oh, it's money popping out.
Yeah, they're getting oil. They're
It's
getting oil.
everywhere.
So
You're
I
paranoid.
just had to know. Just had to know. So I'll throw it back on there, reset the lash, and we can just continue business as usual.
Woohoo! Ooh. Where's this thing going?
I'm gonna throw her behind the truck on the garage door there.
Why are you tipping it?
I ain't tilting it.
Well,
I ain't moving.
it's heavy and it's twisting on me.
I'm totally innocent.
Whatever.
Ain't nothing wrong. Well, you know, I got my doubts that anybody wants to sit and watch us tear this engine out for the second time.
Boy, I'd watch us.
Would you? How about if we make it real fast like a bunch of bunny rabbits? Can do that?
Alrighty then.
All right, throw in high gear, mama. Look at that jewelry, sweet mama.
Looks good.
You remember what we did when we got this done?
Got it resurfaced.
I just wondered, because it's been so long ago, I forget, you know. How's that paint job becoming, sweet mama?
It's looking mighty smexy. That looks like we got it from the store.
Atta girl. It's the look we're after. Pretty sure this thing's gonna fall off of this engine and it's gonna just tear me up when it does. Oh! Oh! That might be it.
You got it,
I
didn't
might
you?
have got it.
Nailed it.
Ruffled up my Loctite though.
Oh,
Gotta redo that,
is that
naturally.
necessary?
It's totally necessary.
Yeah.
I want this baby flying off. No ma'am!
What you got to say, Mastermind?
We got all that in there. That's definitely from another country from across the river, you know. It's all bolted in there.
Well, that looks really shiny and fancy and sets that blue off.
Yeah, that's real nice. I don't like how loose this thing was, you know. This thing's already tough to get in, so we'll be struggling for certain, sweet mama, trying to get that. And yeah, sweet big mama, how long's it been?
Too long. Months and months and a decade and a year ago.
Man,
7 years ago.
didn't think I'd ever live to see this day. God,
Woo, that's pretty high.
Need me a shoulder replacement by the
Boy,
time
is
this
that
is
a
done.
pretty paint job. I tell you what. Shall I spin it that way?
Look at that, huh? Okay.
What a booty. Good. Give her your beans or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, you just bolt it up now.
I gotta get that pan that you screwed up first. Make me work harder.
Nobody
every
told me
time.
the pan was going to start this spot. Okay.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Ready?
I don't know. Let's see what she needs here.
Look, you messed up the
I
pan.
want
How
this
could you?
Stupid pan again. Who put that
Should be like a
stupid pan
bolty
on there
touch.
for? You gotta be joking me.
Boy, you're just dropping everything everywhere. Look at you, honey.
I'm pretty sure the bolt didn't start.
Really?
Dang it.
I think they got a song after that. I've got hopes.
Ah,
You get her? I see your sausages moving.
well, you know, I've been fooled before, honey. I once was on a bell bolt for 3 days turning it and then come to find out that it wasn't started to begin with. This baby here taunting me down and we can get rid of that cherry picker. It's got to be one of the best feelings a mechanic can have, you know? You're throwing an engine in and she's finally sitting on all the mounts. You can get that cherry picker out your face. Is that not a good feeling, sweet mom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Daggone, you just keep it. You just keep it coming.
you're hooked on here.
Oh. Now you're really going to have to remember where everything goes.
Huh?
That was a fresh paint job.
All right, enough playing around. Get this out of my hair. Oh, 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 that's, oh.
Sound like a whining dog.
Look at that.
Wanting to commit it's too cold.
It's my angel voice.
Woo! Oh, my bad. I went totally south on that one.
That's how that goes.
That looks beautiful.
Get the rubber doodads and the nuts and I'll tighten that right down.
Mercy. Alrighty.
All right, well, it's time for a sprained back. Doing a Doan's Pills commercial here. We'll try to jam this intake and exhaust manifold in here. Got a fancy old gasket, and these things take these little bushings for the intake. I guess it just centers it all into the gasket, you know?
That just looks like extra trouble.
Yeah, something's gonna fall off and drive me absolutely insane as I try to put it on.
It's absolutely heavy.
Atta boy. Ride that struggle bus.
Oh, it's coming off, honey.
Oh, what a mistake. You put that in there first. Would that help if I did that? Great. Well, might have
Number
her,
3.
have her on the run here now. Except for this thing. Driving me crazy already. You need to go in there is what you need to do, mister. I ain't gonna take no for an answer, I tell you that. Woo! Look what we can do. Dang, go on. I'm gonna stretch my back out. Then I'll come back and put all them bolts back in it.
Nice.
Well, I got all this stuff done. Got all them bolts in there. Wasn't for the faint of heart. And I rammed the old supplied donut gasket in there. It doesn't look like it's doing nothing. It just smashed her to smithereens. Hope it's sealed. Didn't feel like it fit right, so I have to keep an eyeball on that. This is the PCV on this thing. Little PCV valve ball, check ball in there. Hooks to the intake. Sure, crankcase ventilation. And now we got this piece of jewelry to put on here. Look at that beautiful shade of Chinesium on there. Well, that work done. Okay.
Woo, you go zip tie that.
Probably get a zip tie on there somewhere.
Nice.
All right. Now what do we got to do? Oh, I got to put a return spring on it.
Yep.
All right. Nice and sticky paint job on there. That's the way I like them.
Oh, your hand's probably stuck all over that.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Back at commercial number 2. Oh yeah. Wow. Don't you go lining up for me when I want to inconvenience you. I know it's a lot to ask. I think she's tight. Spam. Alright, what's this thing here want now? This is for the coil. Guess we could go ahead and throw that on. Throw some spark plugs in it, huh?
Yep. Sure.
Well, turns out, fella at AutoZone wanted me to come back tomorrow for some spark plugs. I said, nah, I don't think so. How hard is it just to keep some spark plugs on the shelf for a fella, you know? Is there a time that you ever go to AutoZone needing a car part and they don't tell you to come back tomorrow?
We always get that.
Is that? I just want my parts today, you know? Just give them to me. I just want to be on my way. So give me my parts and go. I'm trying to give you money. Give me some parts. These plugs were in the old Poncho engine. And I'm telling you, that baby ran smooth. Not a single miss or gallop with that, so this will be good to break the engine in for us. What are you doing? Thinks she's rash on herself again. So what's your excitement level right now? Are you excited to see if this thing runs or not, or are you just excited to go home?
No, I'm really excited, but I'm a little nervous after the Chevy kind of scared me a bit.
Uh-huh.
So, no, I did not go in line. Let's make sure I could barely see.
Whatever works for you works for me, sweet mama.
See, that looks like 3, that's 5. What is that, 6 over there? Yeah.
Yep. Right up yonder.
Alrighty. Nice fancy click.
Mhm. So you get done with this, we'll have the starter system, we'll have the ignition system,
Fuel system!
fuel system's done, we'll need the cooling and the charging.
That just leaves cosmetics.
Yep, should be done after that. Alright, well, got them wires fixed after Sweet Mama totally destroyed them.
What?
Yep,
There's an oopsie.
put her right in the ringer.
I threw it right on the ground. Kicked it like football.
Nah, they were pretty shabby, so they needed redone. So we got those 2 done. Chances are I'll have them ripped off again before I get this thing in place. Oh yeah, it's nice and light, you know, at least. Featherweight. Let me get my hiney behind it.
Do it the manual way.
Manual way's all I ever known. Okay. Thought there was a clippy poo-poo that
Oh
held
no,
this
it was
here.
on the other side, love.
Where is it?
It was on this right here.
Where? What was? What were you talking?
It was underneath that motor mount thing.
This?
You talking about that clip to hold that wire?
The wire, yeah.
It was underneath there in the center.
Oh, what a mistake.
But you do have plenty of things to zip tie to.
No.
Free router.
Daggone it.
I forgot about that.
Sweet mama. Another debacle. Well, there's but one more thing I can destroy before this is all over, and well, I got my hands on it right now. So, I think if we don't poke a hole in this rad, sweet mama, we'll have her licked.
Oh, the fan's on.
Can't see nothing. It's all up in my face, up in my grill. That there's in the way. What am I supposed to do? I got two hands.
That's it.
That's going in the wrong side. Okay. Gotta do the fan thing here.
Slide down.
That's what it needs. Okay.
Well, that one's smooth.
This is easy. Okay, now, everybody place your bets. Is it going to fire first time around, or what could be wrong if it don't?
I'm gonna wait for that little gas filter to fill up, and then I'll see.
I'm going with the timing chain that you had to count the links instead of just lining the marks up, you know? Remember all that?
Yeah.
Why do I gotta count links? Just give me 2 marks. It's got marks on it. Can't we use them? I guess not. But yeah, I did what the interwebs told me, and I counted 4 links off, and nothing lined up, but it's what they told me to do. Well, I'm gullible, so I'll do whatever people tell me.
Probably gonna need at least 6 of those for that big monster.
Hey, just have a gawk at how impressive that engine looks in there, huh?
It looks like we took our time. Like we had a heart paired.
It's
Look
beautiful.
at that. See what gives you away.
Does my heart well to see stuff like that in this garage. Well, we can't avoid it no more. 6, 8 months in the making, maybe? I don't know. Sound right, Mama?
Sometime at the beginning of summer.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, work on a little bit here, a little bit there. Hope we didn't forget something in between. You know what I mean? Thinking we did it and we didn't. What I'm trying to say is it's going to make us or break us. Right here, right now. As soon as I twist on that key. Got the nerves for it, Mama?
I need a couple more seconds.
Okay. So we got the carburetor primed a little bit.
Yep.
We got the
Oil.
oil pressure gauge out. It's full oil, full water. I got the timing light ready.
Battery on.
We're gonna twist on her.
Battery hooked up. Yep.
Okay, don't stay in front of it.
Come on, old glue. Ah. What a happy dance.
Doing pretty good, sweet mama. Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Hot doggy.
Wonder how many horsey powers it's got.
Well, sounds like her belt might be a little loose. Hear that?
Well, as long as the fan blade don't come flying off.
Chinesium carbonator sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That timing sounds pretty close. Have to hook the light up to it. Perfector. Sound dumb.
Nice. Absolutely perfect, honey. Sounds so good.
They've got some antifreeze on it. This baby's nice.
See any leaks or anything?
See nothing.
Looks dry to me. About ready to throw the hood on her and go for a ride?
Yeah, we'll get her circulating here real quick and
Come on, let's find some snow and slam her sideways.
read my mind, sweet mama. About to put the blue bonnet on it.
Oh yeah?
What side do you want?
I'll take this side. There we go. Twisting her
How come you're
sideways.
flipping it upside down?
I thought you were twisting it.
I ain't twisting it.
Something's twisted.
Got it? Flip it up.
Yep.
Well, that's everything, sweet mama. Fluids are all checked. It's running good. Guess we gotta give her the tough test now. I can't do it by myself, and I gotta have the mat licker to come with me.
What are you doing?
Up and down that lonely road of faith, I have been there, unprepared for the storms and the tides that rise. I've realized one thing, how much I love you, and it hurts to see you cry. I believe we can make it through the winds of change. God is great indeed, if you believe in the everlasting. Yeah, we gotta make some sense of the pieces that we found. Oh no, and if you just hold on, I won't let you fall. I won't let you fall. No. We can make it through the storms and the winds of
Well, guys, there you have it. We watched 3 seasons come and go since the time we got this thing until now. I'll tell you what, it was worth the wait. I hope the owner thinks so. It runs, it's built Ford tough. That's all I can say, you know. Lots of power, you know, no noises, no complaints. So, I don't know, one might argue, why put all that money into a 223? You know, you could have just jammed a small block in there for the same money, possibly, you know, theoretically. But I'll tell you what, it's just, this thing's got a soul to it. You know what I mean? It's a 6-cylinder truck with the Guarini gear. It's right at home, right where it's at, the way it is. I wouldn't change a thing about it, except the name on the title. I'd put mine right on there. But I don't know, guys. Maybe put it down there in the comments if you want to see some more of this, and maybe if you want some updates on its condition, you know, down the road once old Ken puts her on the show circuit. Yep, another one from Hustle House, headed for the show circuit. SEMA? I don't know. World of Wheels, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, I got to go home. Sweet Mama's, she's ready to do some cooking, and I'm ready to do some eating. So, hey, everybody, I appreciate you watching. The Garth family, thank you for your patience. Took us a while to get it wrapped up for you, but there it is. Come and get it. See you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.